it's Shari Carroll for SimonsSaysStamp.com with a Valentine's card inspiration using some exclusive Simon stamps, dies, and stencils. To start off, I want to color some of my embossing paste. So here I have the Simon Says Stamp Schoolhouse red ink, and I'm using an artist palette knife, and I'm just blotting the ink onto my craft sheet, and I'll go ahead and scoop out some of the Wendy Vecchi white embossing paste. And I'll spread this right on into the ink and mix it around until it has a nice color that I'm happy to work with. I'm using the Falling Hearts stencil and also some post-it tape here, and I'm going to mask off part of my stencil. I just want a little row of these falling hearts. So I'll go ahead and just put my post-it tape down. You could also use washi tape or painter's tape. I'll stick this right onto the top of a panel of Nina white cardstock, and with the extra tape at the top, I'll go ahead and fold that over to hold everything in place. Okay, now I have a bit of that paste on the back of my palette knife, and I'll go ahead and just push that right into the stencil. The tape that I have down helps mask off the hearts that I don't want to have on my card, and I'll just go ahead and continue to press this in and make sure I have everything really smooth, and move it on down the stencil and spread that paste around. By coloring this with an ink pad, I haven't added any extra water, so this makes it just the same consistency as the regular white paste, and it's really easy to spread. And here I'm just smoothing everything off with the back of that knife. And then I'll take off the excess, and I can put this into a little container and save it for another project. And now I'll go ahead and peel this up and show you how this looks. So I'll gently pull that from the bottom and release that tape, and now I have some really nice lighter red hearts. I've trimmed up my panel a bit, and here I have the All About Love set, and I'll be using the Cherish stamp, and I'm going to stamp this right in between some of these hearts. I'm inking this up with the Sea Glass ink, and that's also from Simon Says Stamp, and I'll go over my ink pad a couple times to make sure I have that really well covered. And once I'm ready, I can go ahead and line this up, and I'm using the grid on my block and lining it up to the side of the cardstock so I can make sure it's really nice and straight. And once I'm happy with that, I can go ahead and press that down. And now I have my light colored word, Cherish, and I'll show this to you up close. I've used a few of the Simon Says Stamp dies, and here I've used the medium tag, and I've cut this into some khaki cardstock, and I've also wrapped some blue twine around, and this will sit onto my card at a little bit of an angle. I've also cut the XOXO border with some white Nina cardstock, and I've trimmed off part of the XO, and I'll go ahead and slide that under that twine, and that will sit at an angle. The last piece that I cut is from the small Love You, and I've cut this from the Schoolhouse red cardstock, and I'll just be using the word love, and I'll set that on top of my little collage. To attach my pieces down, I'm using my two-way glue pen from Zig, and I'll go ahead and add a little bit of glue just under that X, and then I can adjust that border just how I want it, and once I'm ready I can go ahead and add some more glue to the other side. Next I'll be adding a few dots of glue to the back of the love, and I just like to tap this on and just make sure I get it in strategic areas, and once I'm ready I can go ahead and flip this over, and I'll be putting this at an angle just on top. I've used a few pieces of cut foam tape, and here I'm just removing the back to some of the center pieces, and I'll be mounting this little frame on top of the card, and I want to line this up so that the Cherish can show at the bottom, and once I'm ready I can go ahead and press that down, and then I can remove the rest of the adhesive backs. So that's it. It's a really quick and easy Valentine's Day card inspiration, and I appreciate you hanging out with me. Thanks for watching.